Welcome back to Franchise Hockey Manager 10 with the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. And as you can see, we're steadily in first place here with 93 points in 59 games. The only team below us is Red Wings, and it's not even close. So we are pretty decisively ahead of everyone, even in terms of the league, though. The next team is New Jersey Devils. And again, it's not even close. Even if you just look at our goals for, and I mean, our goals against isn't that great, but our difference is huge, though. And then you have Senators, Red Wings, Panthers, Oilers, and so on. But in terms of our conference, though, we are definitely ahead of the game. I think most of our teams in our division are also qualifying for it as well. You do have, I think, Sharks and Kings. All right, let's take a look at that. So Kings could make it. So Kings are a pretty decent team throughout it. Granted, 46 points isn't that great. But in terms of the whole standings, we do look very, very good. Paul Kariya hasn't been able to play every single game. We did rest him a little bit. 78 points in 57 games. Even Martin St. Louis tearing it up with 62 points in 59 games. Like I said, we might end up parting ways with them or Danny Briere, one or the other, next season, especially with the emergence of Danny Heatley. We're going to probably bring some of these players to the teams that they actually played in real life. So we'll try and trade St. Louis to probably Tampa and then see if he ends up having kind of the same career that he did if we end up trading him, or Briere, one of the two other teams that he played for. But I did find this pretty odd, though. All our players are on international, and these are our lines. We had to sign Eras, who I don't know if you guys remember, but the reason why I signed him is because he was the Zamboni driver for Toronto and managed to beat them in the one game that he ended up playing. So that is the reason why we ended up seeing his name and it popped up. And he is 24 now, so we do have him for at least the 1 year. We desperately needed to have at least another goalie just for this game. So I'm curious to see how it works for Dallas. And it's still not going to allow us to do it. I think we need to do the jersey first. I wonder if it lets us play with this low amount of people. And it looks like it will, actually. And we only lose 2-1. That seems very broken. I need to see how their lines are right now. They have a full lineup. What the hell? They have Rutu on their team as well. Do kind of want to see how well he's producing. Tomarutu 18. He's a guy that we're going to keep a lookout for him just because of how well he's doing. Or how well I thought he did in real life. But we are happy with the team that we end up having now. And again, another game where we don't have anyone, so it's super weird. We lose 6-5, so that's 2 games that we should have easily been able to win, but because everyone's away, it makes us lose. So I wonder if everyone's back now. Everyone's still on international, and Wisnowski's now hurt too. That is fantastic. So the only time that we're losing really this season, we had 10 or 11 losses before this, and this is what's going to do it for us. So it'd really suck if everyone just decides that they're not going to play anymore. I don't know why the Olympics would be now. So Danny Heatley wins the breakaway challenge. Crazy. So we never win those. And then it looks like... did Paul Kariya win? Danny Heatley, Paul Kariya, Timmy Solani defeated all their guys. Samsonov actually... He's producing already better than what he did in his whole career. Around 571 points is what he ended up having. And I mean, already looks, it's definitely, he's reaching his potential for sure. I think he got drafted by Ottawa in real life as well, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, maybe Boston actually. But I remember I always liked him, but he didn't necessarily have the same career as what I would have thought. And I know the trade deadline's kind of approaching, so finally... I don't know if it would have allowed us to play all our backups there. But we didn't really have enough space anyways. Like, our depth chart is virtually nothing. We have Adam Hall, Saprikin, Sejana, Commodore, and Zaklak, but we did AI setup organization, so I'm surprised they didn't bring up any of these guys to play any of these games. But here's what it is. I guess we'll take those losses. It's the only losses that we really had this season. But we'll take a look at the trade block, see if there's anyone that kind of jumps out. But all in all, no one wants to trade Peter Bondra. I do love this guy. All right, we're going to try and go all in for Peter Bondra. I don't think I have anyone that... of course, they want two of our best players. And that is always what happens. So let's go for... I mean, I'm okay with getting rid of Stefan, if that's the case. Like, what's the point of him being on your trade block if you're not going to end up getting rid of him for nothing? Yeah, no, we'd have to give like an arm and a leg just for Peter Bondra at 34. And it's the last yeah, they should have got rid of him for that. We're obviously not going to shop around like that. But we're gonna look at some of the teams that might need to partake in a trade, though. Pittsburgh, I mean, I've looked at some of their players before. Cronwell's the only one that jumps out, and same thing with Hartnell. I mean, as much as I'd want to, I don't think I can really do that. And then Stephen Ripraint, I'm definitely saying that name wrong. They have Rayom as well, but I don't remember him in real life. They only really have Yager and Lemieux, and I tried to trade for Lemieux, but he's not. Is it injured? He is day to day. His torso is fragile. I tried trading for a 36-year-old, but he doesn't want to come. I know it'd be a little bit sacrilegious to try and trade for him, but no matter what, they won't trade him. What? Why can't I make this trade? Oh, that was the same trade that I offered them before. This is what I offered them before. I offered Robert Lang, Danny Briere, Adam Hall. Is this what they're asking? No, there's no way I did all these guys. That would be ridiculous. So that'd be a crazy trade. And then Boston Bruins are at the bottom. Again, they don't really have anyone that kind of jumps out. Like John Michael Lyles, I kind of want, just because I was high on him before. He used to play for Colorado back in the day. We just need a center, realistically. And we can kind of look at positional rankings, see if there's any center that really jumps out. Yeah, Marley Mew, Joe Sakic, Thornton, Nylander, Vinny Lecavalier, Datsuk. Datsuk's already at the top. Datsuk's already 4.5 stars. We just decided to kind of cheat and just went all after this guy. We could have possibly got him, but he's going to stay with Vancouver for his career probably. And we'll never be able to get him. Forsberg is currently 28 years old. Sergei Fedorov, I mean, in real life it does happen. We could try, but I think they're too much of a good team. Yeah, there's no way we can get him. We do have Paul Kariya, left wing Paul Kariya and Heatley are at the top. St. Louis, so we have top 3 of the top 5 left wingers. Right wingers we have second best. Center, I don't think we don't have anyone close. And Mike Badano's 32. I don't think Dallas would want to get rid of him. Tavernovsky, did we have this guy before? I feel as though we did. We did. We didn't trade him. Okay, so he got traded before we took over, obviously. And then goalie, I mean, Patrick Ross still there. I'll take that. But we'll take a look at our stats anyways. I don't think we're going to be able to trade anyone. We'll take a look at the stats anyways just before the season concludes. Anyways, 78 points for Korea in 57 games. Healy with 63. And then St. Louis with 62. Briere with 61. Lang with 50. And then Solani with 50 as well. Wisnowski with 45. Pretty good for a defender, actually. And then Langdon Burner. I think he got... no, it's Madden that got injured. And then Desjardins, 34 points. So it drops off pretty hefty there. Goalies, let's see if there's anything that we're going to miss here. Because, yeah, Patrick Waugh still 934 save percentage. And he's still with us for another year after this. Yep, definitely happy with that. And Ryan Miller is also getting to play as much as he can anyways. He's probably going to start averaging a little bit more. We'll probably do half and half next season. But his mentals are definitely off the chart. But it is nice to see that we have two solid goalies there. And we end up getting a shutout again by Patrick Waugh. Jesus. Zitnik, Briere getting goals, and then Haley, Madden with 2, and then Trey getting on the score sheet as well. I do like also the development of... I know he doesn't necessarily score points. Where is he? But I know everyone hates on Sean Avery. Pretty solid 62 grade. I like that all day. 27 points in 57 games. I mean, that's kind of what you expect from a guy like that, though. So I'm not at all upset about any of that. And none of these trades really look like they mean anything. Paul Kariya and Timmy Solani obviously at the top. Mark Savard at 24. Ooh. Where does he play his career, though? Flames. So, I mean, I wouldn't be against trading for him. We do need a center. And that just means that they don't have anything yet for him. Let's see. Let's give him Sean Avery, see what he does. Yeah, that won't do it. Fine. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do anything for them. Chicago actually looks stacked too. And these stupid clicks, we'll show you our clicks and everyone's in a click. So kind of doesn't make it cool anymore, guys. In case you're wondering that. But we'll take a look at Chicago, though. Actually, Chicago's improving significantly. Yeah, they have Joe Thornton, Tanguay. Well, Tony Monte was already there. Vinny Prospel, I don't remember him being there, but they have Dan Cloutier. Chris Chelios at 40. But he plays till he's 45 in real life, so... Or 47. 47, Jesus. So that'd be crazy if he actually ends up playing that much in this game. I would have laughed so hard that was the Chelios trade. But I mean, our team's set up. We'll do a lot more trades probably in the off season. But there's no one really that we can bolster at the last minute. 8-4 we end up losing. Kariya with his 42nd goal. Heatley, Solani with only 15. Is that is insane. He's having a down year. I think he's been kind of injured throughout most of it though. That's insane. We play against Atlanta here. We'll switch up the goalies. Give Miller more of a nod here. Just because you don't want to tire him out for the playoffs. I feel as though that definitely happens to us all the time. 5-4 win. We'll take that. I did want Jose Theodore for most of this series, but we could never get him. Him and Jocelyn Thibault we could never get. So Danny Heatley, Paul Kariya, and then Stefan scoring against the team that he actually plays against in real life, or plays for, and then Timmy Solani with his 16th. As long as Solani decides to turn up towards the end of the season, I'll be happy. It looks like Stefan's trying to play center, which I'm all about. I would love for him to develop into a center. It's the one area where we definitely need. We do have players coming in our depth, though. So the next couple of seasons, we'll have someone. But yeah, John Madden, Lang, Ruchin. Ruchin's the only one that seems like he's more of the true center for me. But then we also have Adam Hall, who's playing below expectation, I'd say. Plekanec is going to probably come up next season, and then Kyle Wellwood, and then Marcel Gauck. So if we can end up bringing up at least 2 of those, I'll be really happy. Which means that our team's going to look a little bit different next season. 3-2 loss to Jersey, so we're definitely not doing that great, I would say. And we face off against Ottawa too. Oh, they traded Kevin Hatcher. We could have got him for nothing. Oh my god. Okay, let's look at the trades. Peter Bonder's still on it. Ron Francis. I actually want this one. Okay, they'll take anyone for him. That is fantastic. Let's see if we can get rid of. We'll give we'll give them our backup, and they think it's balanced. Okay, that is. I feel wrong just robbing them though. We'll give them Adam Hall, because Adam Hall's not going to play for us. Oh my God. Okay, so they have to give us a player. Is there anyone that looks good? Jason Spezza. Done. Okay. Huh. Who do we have to get rid of? Not going to get rid of any of those players. Madden, I would next season. Trig, I'm not going to now. Lang and Burner, I'm definitely not. No one this season, though. We'll probably be able to get rid of picks, though. Let's give them 2 7s and a 6. Done. Okay, we just cleaned up. That's fantastic. Spess is still up. Francis is still up. So who just got bumped down? Wow, okay, I like that. Spezza's playing on the... he's more of a center, no? Spezza's more... He's more of a center than a right wing. His faceoffs are pretty high. I don't know why they would not put him as starting. Put Ruch... I guess Ruchin. Yeah, Ruchin's more... Jesus, so they definitely bump people. No one good, though. Okay, I guess Volchenkov ends up getting bumped down, but other than that, it looks pretty solid. Jesus. Okay, let's see if our team's going to manage to win this game. Jerseys, obviously, I always forget that. But that, dynamite trade for sure. And they didn't ask us to do Spetzes, though. That's weird. So we win 6-3. Solani, Lang, Paul Correa with his 44th, and then Lang and Heatley with 2 there. I don't see any of them jumping out. Spezza got an assist on one of them. Is he already on the power play? If he's already on the power play, I'm going to lose it. Danny Heatley extends goal streak to 6. Jesus. So with Spezza, yeah, we're definitely going to have to offload some of these players. I think our team's just too big. And like I said, next season we're gonna go a little bit more crazy with it. 6-3. It's gonna be kind of a temporary rebuild, I'd say. Trig, Paul Correa, Lang got the goal there. St. Louis gets a shorthanded, and then Paul Correa and Afenaganov. Glad to see that he's starting to produce a little bit. And trade deadlines today. Let's see if there's anyone else on that. But like that trade seems relatively what I would expect. Bilsma, Peter Bondra. I don't need a right winger though. That would bump. Yeah, no. I'm not going to trade anything for him. And let's redeem ourselves here. 6-2 win. That's what we like to see. Danny Heatley, Stefan, Martin St. Louis, and then Stefan again. Wow, okay. And then Sean Avery with the nail in the coffin there. So, I mean, he is kind of average, though. And now he converts to right wing, but he was always kind of a center. Trade deadline, nothing ends up happening with that. Samsonov point streak to 12. And Trig is apparently unhappy. He's the only one that's unhappy. 4-3 loss there. I mean, I don't remember seeing St. Louis do anything, though. Shane Corson. Oh, that guy. I should really go for this guy as well. He's a 1.5, though. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I remember I had a coin. I had a coin of him, Brendan Shanahan, and I had a Patrick Waugh one. That was like my prized possession. I think I still have it, too. 2-2 tie. Paul Correa gets the goal, and then he gets the other one as well. So no one else showing up other than Paul Correa. And yeah, we're still pretty hefty. 50 wins. We're the only team with 50 wins. So 12 games left. And I mean, it feels as though we're playing against very hard teams, though. Playing against Philly, 5-4 loss. I'm not even going to look at the players, but yeah, it's kind of disappointing though. And then Dallas. So St. Louis is probably the easiest team that we're going to have to face. And we might even lose. We might even go on a losing streak right now. 4-3. All right, Paul Cree with his 50th though. That's impressive. Andy McDonald is 24. Didn't he get drafted by them in real life too? No, Mighty Ducks. Okay, yeah. Now it's coming back to me, but he did play for Blues though. So that's pretty realistic actually. Did they just say he had a bruised testicle? I think they did. And Lang is out for how long? 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, so he should be back for the playoffs. That doesn't bother me too much. And then let's rotate. Miller net. 6-3 loss. At least we're rotating though. Danny Heatley with the goal there. Wisnowski, but we gave it up in the second though. The second is pretty much what destroyed us. We got Phoenix back to back. Versus and then add. I never understood those. Like why not just play them both back to back? 4-1 loss first game. That's not good. And it's crazy, Patrick Sharp ended up getting traded as well. So that kind of hurt my feelings. I knew I kind of wanted to go in for him, but I might go in for him next season just because of how it is. But Patrick Sharp got traded for nothing. Dan Cloutier. Dan Cloutier and a 6th rounder for... No, sorry, Sharp and a 6th rounder for Cloutier in a second. Granted, Cloutier is not bad. And he's still young in it. He's 25, but I'm imagining they had another goalie as well. Save percentage is very good, though. Real stats, though, not as good. He only had like 2 good seasons, I think. I don't think I changed it. No, Ryan Miller's in that, okay. But everyone's so tired, though. 2-0. So we managed to win the back-to-back game. John Madden and Stefan with the goals there. And then Lettinen's not on our team, so we don't care about that. Feels like we're going to have to renew our coaches. I always forget about that. 4-2 win there. St. Louis and Solani there. Pavel Datsuk and Mike Camilleri. Jesus. Mike Camilleri at 19. Oof. Yeah, their team's way better. Their team's really good, actually. They're going to be force. Because they have Datsuk, Camilleri, Naslin's still going to be there. They have Pavel Bure at 30, Trevor Linden, and Alex Mogilny, but he might end up going. And then they have Hackett, but he's probably going to end up leaving soon anyways. They have Erat, who actually is pretty good, and Scott Walker, but he's old. Joe Juno's still playing. 1.5 star. So maybe not. Maybe they're not as good. I don't even know who's in this draft class. So we do have a first and a second, but I don't know if any of that's good. And then let's see. Cal Wellwood, team player in faceoffs. Thomas Buchanan getting open. Cal Wellwood only a 1 star, but I think he's a little bit better than what he is. 180 pounds. I think that was what he was in the NHL as well. And then looks like Stanley Cup playoffs is right around the corner. I mean, 6 games left. I mean, I don't know who we're going to end up playing anyways. The clique just grows larger and larger. Our team harmony is terrible. This one's ridiculous. It's half the team. Both of them are ridiculous. And it sucks that you can't do it all at the same time. 5-2 loss to San Jose. That's fantastic. How did Spezza join the clique so quick is what I want to know. I mean, it feels though we're showing way more losses than what I like to see. We'll kind of leave that at that. 6-1 with a modified lineup there. Briere getting getting 2 goals there. Heatley, Sean Avery, and Langneburner, and then Heatley getting another one. So Heatley with 2, Briere with 2. Not too bad. Lindros signs extension, so he stays with them for even longer. He's only a 4-star now at 29, but I mean, let's be real. He's not going to win anything here either. Something to be said about players that don't want to play for their teams. 3-1 win. And yeah, they score first, and then Steve Ruchin, Trigg, and then Briere gets a goal at the end there. Lang is now back. So that should shake up some things. We do have Dallas coming up. Yeah, we know. Too many active, so who gets dropped down? Spezza looks like he stays. How many games did he play for them? 47. So played 47 games for Atlanta. I still think that trade was amazing. And Avery out day to day. Why wouldn't you just put Ponegrovsky in? Like, that just seems like the straightforward thing. Like, you can't say that Sean Avery injured is going to play better. 4-3, we end up winning that. No one scores in the first, though, but they scored 2 goals first. Paul Correa with 2 after, and then St. Louis, and then Paul Correa with a hat trick to finish that off. Let's see if everyone's back to health. They're probably going to ask, yeah, Sean Avery's coming back, apparently. And obviously Patrick Watt plays this game. And he gets shut out. Jesus, okay. So we end up losing 3-0 there. We're not looking good as of late. Like, as I'm showing you everything, we're definitely looking much worse than what we've been over the course of the last couple of games. 116 still, we end up losing the President's Trophy to New Jersey. That is so disappointing. We'll look at how well we've been doing. So it's not going to show the last 10 games though. They've been on a 7-game winning streak. Yeah, they earned it. We screwed that up. Let's look at the schedule. Loss, win, loss. So we were pretty much 500. Win, win, loss, loss, win, loss. Yeah, okay. So we didn't deserve it at the end, but who cares? I don't really care about the regular season. 4-0 to end the season. It's back-to-back shutouts against LA though. Steve Ruchin with 2 goals there, and then Langneburner and Lang. So none of our top guys end up getting anything. What? Search prayer. Weird. Turned out a 5-year. I don't even know who this guy is. He doesn't even look like he's good. Weird, okay. But apparently he turned them down. And they're not even, it's not like they're a playoff team. So we'll see how the season ends. We do still finish first in the Western. So that's all that matters. I feel as though New Jersey's not going to meet us here anyways. So, yeah, we do finish second total. And we'll take a look closer to everything else. Paul Correa getting another Rocket Shard. And then he gets the most points as well. And then Patrick Watt missed out on the wins. We probably played him too little. Martin Brodeur, how many games did he play? 64. So we probably didn't actually. They probably played around the same 60s. So okay, we did rob him a little bit, splitting up with 22, I guess. We'll take a look at how well everyone did to cap off the season. So next in line was Danny Heatley with 83. That's actually career best. Martin St. Louis with 76, that's a career best as well. And then Briere with 76, that's a career best as well. And then Solani with the career worst for us. That's probably the worst that I've seen him play. His grade still looks pretty similar, but that's by far the worst. He literally doubled that, or almost doubled that last season. And kind of disappointing though. And let's see the trophies. Obviously, Hart, Paul Correa, he should get it though. If he doesn't get it, it's going to be disappointing. Wisnowski could get the Norris, or Robin Regier, or Niedermeyer. Calder, Kovalchuk, Pominville, Trent Hunter. His positioning is off the chart. And he does actually play with someone. He does actually play in real life. No one for that. Lady Bing, no. Paul Kariya, and then Jack Adams. We're obviously not nominated for that. So we'll take a quick look at our staff here. Let's see if we forgot. I think we did. We'll just do it real quick. But overall, the season's been pretty decent. I think we're on our last year, actually. Just watch. They don't want to renew with us, and that's the end of the save. But so far, at least we have everyone. We have Pat Burns as the coach there. Pat Burns just sounds, I think he sounds like he should be in NBA instead of NHL. But we'll load up on coaches probably next season as well. And possibly scouts. I mean, I guess you don't really need a scout. You kind of know how they end up in real life. The scouts are kind of a waste of money, I guess. Other than the players that don't actually play in real life, and that were probably highly prospects, but didn't really amount to anything. But I guess there's no way of us really knowing that, because, I mean, I wasn't really around that much in the 90s in terms of hockey, so I probably wouldn't know too much. I know later parts of the 90s, but not anything early on. So as far as obviously we can't renew him either, because he's the owner. And let's see, start of the playoffs, we do face off against, you guessed it, Vancouver Canucks. So it's us against Canucks, Detroit against St. Louis, Chicago and Colorado, and then Dallas and Phoenix. All these teams cause us trouble. So I'm going to hope for St. Louis, but I feel as though Detroit has this. And then I think Chicago wins. I think Colorado gets knocked out. And then I'm going to go with Dallas. We're going to go with Philly. I'm surprised Philly was second place for the longest time. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Philly here. We're going to go with Ottawa for sure. I'm going to go with Toronto. And I think Washington ends up beats Florida. Even though they were offering Bondra, that seems very odd. Everyone looks healthy, so I do like that. Set up organization. Let's see how well we did throughout the regular season with them. And we ended up winning the first one, we lost the second one, we won the third one, and then we won the fourth one. So 3-1 series. Let's see if we can manage to topple them in the playoffs. Game 1, let's see it. 7-2, that's what we like to see. Lang Burner, Paul Kariya, Sean Avery, Paul Kariya again, and then Lang, Ruchin, and then Paul Kariya with a hat trick. So that's what happens, guys. That is fantastic. Game 2, 8-1. It's even more of a decisive one. And Paul Kariya with 4 goals now. Solani with 2 there. So Solani, Paul Kariya, Solani, and then Paul Kariya, Langdon Burner, and St. Louis. Jesus, that is the start that we want to see. But there's definitely no stopping Paul Kariya. Let's see if we can do this. 5-1, so only conceding 1 is a very promising start for us. Heatley with 2 there, he's the next man here. And then Ron Francis scoring for us as well. How did he do in the regular season with us? He only got 5 points. But he's playing bottom minutes, so I don't matter. Actually, probably third line, I guess. But 64 grade, so I don't mind that. Showing up the playoffs is exactly what we needed. That's why we grabbed him. And that's what we like to see. We won't even focus on how well other teams are doing until after we win this one. See if we can manage to sweep them. And we do, 3-0. Pretty decisive. Sean Avery, St. Louis, and Danny Heatley all getting points there. Let's take a look at the standings here. And like I said, Red Wings are going to win. I thought they put up more of a fight, though. So Chicago looks like they're going to be out. And then Dallas as well. So I was right about that. Wow, Canadians are going to sweep Toronto. I highly doubt it's going to probably go to, say, Game 6. I'm going to imagine 4-2. That's what I'm going to predict there. Florida, I don't think Florida wins. I still think Washington comes back. Sens look like they're destroying them, and I feel as though Devils might pull through. So, yeah, Devils 3-2. 4-2. Panthers up 3-2. And then, oh, I guess they swept them anyways. Another sweep here, so everyone's sweeping. And then Phoenix looks like they might beat Dallas. Development report, Spezza decent at stick checking there. Not too bad. Let's look at our youngsters. Gawk. Passing and stick checking. Acceleration for Plekanec. And then Paragosin. Paragosin actually, I mean, is not too bad. We grabbed him second round though. And he didn't really end up playing that much. We basically just grabbed a bunch of Montreal rejects. So let's see who we play next. Stupid clicks, more and more clicks. Why is Paul Kariya in the click? Alright, Brent Suter is who we're going to do. And we're going to try and abolish the stupid click once again. And it won't let us. Oh my god. So annoying. Alright, so we face off against Phoenix. So Phoenix managed to actually win that 4-2. And then that's a deadly one here. So no matter what, at least it gets a good team out of the way for us. I don't mind that. And then, yeah, I was right. Washington ended up winning 4-3. So I was right about that. So I think, you know, I'm going to go to Washington again, and then I'm going to go with Ottawa wins there. I'm going to go with Colorado, and then us, I hope. They've managed to put up a fight against us, that's for sure, throughout the regular season. So this season, 5-1 us, 1-0 them. So 2-1 them, and then 3-1 them. They've had our number, so 3-2. They've had our number throughout the season. Let's see if we can manage to at least win the first one at home. And we lose 3-2. This isn't looking good. They have Roenick and Hossa. Oh my god, let's look at their team. They finished with 100 points. Wow, okay, their team's much better than what I would have thought. Shane Doan with them as well. Dallas Drake, Teppo Nieminen. My god, this team is much better than what I could have imagined, but it's going to be tough. Going to be tough, that's for sure. Let's see if we can win game 2 before going to Phoenix. 2-1, Jesus. Down 2-0. St. Louis, and that's it. St. Louis is the only one that got a point there. I'm not gonna touch that one. Desjardins injured now too. Top right defender. Oh, let's do AI though. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that one. We'll do it again just because I don't trust it. Alright, let's see if we can win in Phoenix here. 6-3. That's what I like to see. St. Louis with a hat trick. Then Paul Kariya, Spezza, and Healy. Let's tie it up, guys, before we go home. Let's see if we can do it. 4-3. We managed to do it. 2-2. Ron Francis, Paul Kariya, Danny Healy, all with goals there. Someone else got the other one. I did miss it. It was the last one. And then Healy got the one at the end. Spezza got a goal. And then Sean Avery with the assist as well. It's his first assist this off-season. Alright, let's see if we can manage to get this at home. 3-2. Come on, guys. We managed to win 4-0. Lang, Trigg, and then Heatley and Spezza. See if we can manage to win it again. 4 straight wins here after dropping 2. See if we can win in Phoenix again. We don't. 2-1. Goes to game 7. John Madden with the only goal there. Battaglia scores for them as well. Ron Francis injured. It's going to be long, isn't it? Knee contusion. Alright. Alright, at least we have players for that, though. Do we? Yeah, we do. Does suck that he's hurt, though. Him and Desjardins injured. Alright, let's see if we can win Game 7 at home. We do 5-0. We're still in this. 10th goal for Paul Kariya. Breer gets his first, Wisnowski and Solani there, and then Healy gets his 7th. And we face off against Detroit. And, wow, swept. So New Jersey swept them and Senators. This is going to be a hard matchup no matter who we play. These are ultimately probably the best 4 teams in the league, though. That never happens. Top 4 teams in the league managed to make it to the postseason. I mean, arguably you could have said Phoenix was up there as well. They had 100 points, but because of how the playoffs structure works, they don't always get credit for that. So that kind of makes sense. We did have the hardest team, though. We should have faced off against an easier team. But hopefully we can manage to pass through them. So throughout the regular season, 8-1, 3-2, 2-2, and 6-1. So we had their number all season. We should be able to win this one. Then we only tied against them. Game 1, 2-1 victory. So we want to see Sean Avery. Didn't Sean Avery play for them as well? I think Danny Haitley didn't. No, Sean Avery did not play for them. I don't know why I thought he did. So we'll see if Desjardins is back. Game 2, 5-1 victory. Just leave him at 1. That's all we need to do. Danny Briere, Solani, and then Skula, Heatley, and Korea there. All scored in the 3rd. So very active 3rd. France is still out. See if who can win in Detroit. Game 3, 4-2 win. Let's go. Sergei Fedorov scores for them, but St. Louis, Paul Kariya, Sean Avery, and Langdon Burner score for us. Says Ron Francis is almost ready. As long as he's good for the finals, that's all I care about. Solani looks like he's tired at 76%. Let's see if we can win and get a sweep here. We do 4-0. Jeez. Patrick Roy is just something else in the playoffs. Paul Kariya with 13 of the season, and then Skula, St. Louis, and Solani there all score there as well. So who we're going to face in the finals? I'm going to go with, I didn't even look at any of the standings. I'm going to go with Ottawa, actually. Granted, I think it would be poetic if it was actually New Jersey. And Desjardins is back as well. What was the series at? Tied. Oh my God. Okay, so it's gonna be New Jersey. Just to rewrite history here. And I mean, everyone improving there. Cal Wowood improving as well. Down to a 2-star though. Plekanec, professionalism up there. Ron Francis, obviously we won't sign him next season. Desjardins we might part ways with as well. Patrick Roy still with us. Professionalism is out the window though, with the -1 there. Let's see who can win this. Facing off against Ottawa, so Ottawa managed to beat them. The click keeps growing. Oh my God. It's like it's just intentionally doing it at this point. Randy Carlyle, Brent Suter. Let's go Joe Mullen and Kevin Lowe, I guess. I think Lowe just sounds familiar. Langdon Burner out day to day. Why wouldn't this show me before? Bruce Toe. Oh, he suffered at practice, that's why. Alright, so let's change it up. Alright, let's see if we can manage to win this one. Regular season, we only played them once and won 6-3. And that was recent. So let's see if we can manage to win at home. Game 1. 6-4 we lose. Dear God. Brendan Shanahan on their team. How does that happen? Did he just sign with them? No, they traded. How did he go to the Canadians? Kessler was the pick. Jesus. McCallick actually plays in real life. What? That's weird. Alright, so decent trades, I guess, but still weird to see Brendan Shanahan on there. We've been extended. Congratulations to us. Alright, let's bounce back here. Game 2. 3-1. That's what I want to see. 1-1 series. Stefan with his first of the playoffs, and then Paul Kariya, and then Desjardins there as well. Langdon Burner says he's ready. I don't believe him. And it doesn't look like he is ready. So we go to Ottawa. Let's see if we can manage to get series advantage here. 2-1. Brendan Shanahan scores for them before Madden and then St. Louis get the goals as well. And nothing in my email. Oh, Laney Burner is back, so Stepan goes to the bench. See game 3 here. No, game 4. 10-1. My God. Alright, well at least they got that out of their system. Robert Lang with the only goal there, so series is tied. Alright, I guess Middleton. That's ridiculous. 10-1. 10-1, guys. Alright, let's bounce back at home. 5-2, there we go. We halved it, at least. Paul Kariya, Spezza, Heatley, Kariya, and then Ruchin. I guess it's good that they got out their system because it definitely makes it easier. And this should be the winner here. Let's see if we can manage to win in Ottawa. 5-4, so it gives game 7 no matter what. And Briere gets the goal. We got the last 2 goals though, so I do like that momentum. Let's see if we can manage to win once more and create this Duck Dynasty. Game 7. And we lose. We finally lose. My God, Timmy Solani shows up, but Daigle ends up screwing us over there. Samsonov as well. So there it has been. We finally don't win. That's disappointing. We could have won 5 straight, but we won't. And that is disappointing. But not much you can do. Patrick Waugh, win leader. What I like to see. Marlon Mune, number 2, though. And we'll take a look at how well we did in the postseason, though. That kind of sucks, though. But Ottawa Senators winning their first day in the Cup. So congratulations to them. Trigg was injured, too. I should have probably noticed that. I don't know if he got injured just before that. So we'll take a look at how well everyone did in the postseason. See if any abnormalities there. Paul Kariya putting the team on his back, but not enough. Skula with also 17 points as well. And then Danny Heatley didn't show up in every game, but did a lot. Laney Burner as well. Solani going to be the disappointing player of the season for sure with 15 and 22. I did expect more from Sean Avery with 11, though. I do like that. And Ron Francis with 11 as well in 17 games. So didn't play every game, but it is what it is. And can't win them all. But we should still be proud of 4 or 5 straight finals. So 15 and 7 is how well he did. 938 save percentage. That one game definitely ruined that save percentage, that's for sure. The 10-1 is what we're going to have to reflect on. But as we see our cap obligation, Ron Francis, obviously we won't re-sign. He should retire. But like I said, we're probably going to end up parting ways with some of our centers. So Ruchin stays for life, that's for sure, unless something compelling. I mean, he does leave in the next couple of years, so we might honor that. 49 is what his total points is. So I guess if he hits 49, we might let him go there at that point. John Madden, I feel as though we should send him to Devils, but I don't want to. We might end up keeping him. But I think we're going to kind of just do a little bit of a rebuild, though, and see if we can manage to get some of the young talent in this to still surround Solani and Kariya. Solani is now 31. Kariya is still 27. So if we can get some better centers around us, we're going to kind of offload a lot of our players, especially to end some of these clicks as well. And then Patrick Waugh still going to be with us next season, and same with Miller. And then Ayers obviously is going to part ways as well. But we're definitely going to have to take a look at it. But we're going to do season by season after this. So the next episode will include the draft, a little bit of the beginning of the season, any trades if we end up doing it in the trade deadline, and then obviously the playoffs as well. So they're going to be a little bit longer episodes, but we're going to kind of shorten it now. Now that you can kind of see that this team's definitely taking shape, but even Stefan we might part ways with I mean, he's 2-star. We're not really doing anything with him. He could go to a team that could play a little bit more, so we might send him back to Thrashers. Hopefully we've developed him a little bit. But we're going to go season by season, and hopefully you guys like that. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you for watching. Until next time.